Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're all so dense.
Aha.
Actually, it's funny because I think when you started the live stream, I think it caught a little bit of my voice just before you switched off mics. So there's this sigh like, yeah. Nope, still recording actually my voice.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pact Tactics. I am Maximus Prime, your opening end host. Welcome to our stream, episode 2 of the fleshy horror in the basement for the collective. But you can join us here every Tuesday, obviously, at roughly 7. Be sure to hit us up on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our Gmail, pacttactics@gmail.com. That's packed with a T. Unless anybody has any further announcements. Oh, Lord DM, take us away.
All right. So, just as a refresher, as you guys are aware, while Thane has mysteriously vanished, because you guys haven't been updated on that as of yet, a call went out for an emergency assistance over in the Department of Artifact Assessment. Maximus Prime, being nearby, joined you all as you all entered into this department, this area, to discover what was going on, why this place was locked down, what happened to all the people here. And very quickly after entry, discovered weird, strange, red, gooey, fleshy monsters are roaming about the area inside, finding tattered remains of various different people, remains of their clothes, their flesh, their bones, everything else, missing entirely in action. And you guys have made your way at this moment into the monitoring room, where most of the computers seem to be shut down. The facility is on low emergency power. And finding a minor loophole in some of the protocols after connecting to the local AI Bolt, have just witnessed the cameras for the artifact assessment room, a mess of brownish, fleshy roots and tendrils that have covered and encompassed the room, digging into the machines, seemingly pulling power out of the place, all being drained to this singular entity, some sort of half human, half mind flayer creature with a very familiar glowing orb embedded in his chest. Just to clarify, when I say embedded in his chest, I don't mean like anime villain has successfully merged with a gemstone in his forehead. It's very seamless, very pretty, very aesthetic. I mean, it looks as if this orb has been smashed into his body, shoved up into his rib cage. It looks incredibly painful, even to just see this, and you can only imagine what sort of pain he must be in, because there's no way anyone could have this orb, which roughly is about the fairly good size, about the size of a basketball at the moment, that has been shoved and pressed into his own body. And this is what you see on the monitor screens as this is brought up. What would you all like to do?
What was that on the screen?
Well, I don't know.
Cassie, who's still there with you, is just kind of looking at it, just in abject horror.
Is that a friend of yours?
I think that's Darian. He's the only redhead in the entire department.
I don't think blood counts as someone being a redhead, but
there are patches of hair that looks like it's falling out, but from what you can tell, it does appear to be red hair on his very distended, engorged head.
Ugh. And that's the remaining thing that we just fought, right? The remains of the thing we just killed.
Not quite. This doesn't look like one of those weird fleshy horror things. This does in fact have like typical human skin tones. But it's like his body is being warped. Parts of his mouth have like looked like they have been drooped down into weird tentacles. His skull, his brain looks like it seems to have expanded outside of his skull. You can actually see fragments of bone sticking out
Ooh.
where the skull has been shattered.
So
His
almost like he was like in the middle of transforming into something,
yeah, or as if something has gone horribly wrong.
like a bad experiment.
Yeah, it looks very brutal, very.
Ugh.
Make a just for fun. Make a this would be Arcana check. You have proficiency in Arcana?
I do.
Okay.
That I do.
I'm reading over the roster as so
11.
Uh,
I'm guessing that he doesn't normally look like this.
No, he's an apartment arcanist. He typically deals with some of the equipment safety. He's our expert on containment as far as ensuring we're safe and things are protected. And what was that, Hagatha?
11.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know that there's a transformation process involved with mind flayers. You know they don't start off as mind flayers. They're not. He's our expert on containment. They're not born as like little mutant babies or anything like that. With like tentacles coming out of their mouth, screaming goo goo gaga and needing liquid brains inserted into them. You know that they're a parasitic creature that is grown from other beings.
Ooh.
But you're not familiar terribly with the process. It's like Sarah something or other. Something having to do with Sarah. Maybe there's a woman named Sarah who does it. You're not sure.
Is there a person named Sarah around here?
Sarah? No. There's no one named Sarah.
Oh. I thought she made these.
No. You might be thinking of it's a process called seramorphosis.
Yeah.
This is still Cassie talking. It's most of the nurses in medical track. I'm sorry, I'm having a very difficult time speaking. Medical staff. Most of us are trained to be able to look for the signs for it. Should it start occurring in anyone here? Which is why this is so strange. Because I saw him 2 days ago. He had no signs of seramorphosis occurring.
Well, clearly he had it because.
But it can't be to get to this stage. Seramorphosis is like clockwork. It takes place over 7 days. Exactly, every single time, and every record that we have of it.
Have
Could
we
have been
gotten any-
accelerated by that magical orb thing in his chest.
I was gonna.
Maybe.
I was just gonna ask, what weird things have we brought in the last 7 days?
It's not even just us. There's other teams, and I mean on the roster here it says he's a abjurationist. What other exposure to abjurations does he have?
Well, I mean, no. I mean, he almost never leaves the station. Like the last time I even heard of him going on any sort of vacation was months ago.
Where?
I don't know. I don't care to pry into people's vacations too much. But even then, if he somehow contracted it would have shown up months ago.
Well, I say we keep looking. Maybe we'll find answers further on.
Maybe. So, if you guys look at your roll 20, at this map I have painstakingly drawn. You guys are presently located here in this room.
Yeah.
Ray, can you bring up a random female token for Cassie?
Yeah, random female token. Yep, I got one. It's in here somewhere.
Thank you. So you guys are presently in here. This is monitoring. This is the monitoring room and station, security facility. Down here, just to the south, is Isadora. You're right. That is some random female. Would you be able to give me control over her whenever you get a moment?
Yep, working on that now. Controlled by Lisa.
Down south here is the actual security station. Kind of has an open window so they can monitor who is coming in and going out. And then to the north here is the lockdown controls. Room set aside for being able to control the lockdown from inside the department. And then, of course, a doorway which very obviously leads to the hallway.
Okay. So
we came from the exit.
Yes,
And then there's
you
that
guys came
locker
from
room.
down here. That's
Yep.
the locker room down there.
What's this
That's
room
where-
directly across?
You mean this one?
Yeah.
You guys have not been in there yet.
yeah.
Are you
Wait,
asking that of Cassie?
Well, we have a map, right?
Okay. It is, as you take a look, glance at the map, that area is labeled as the personal offices.
Mm-hmm.
What about this little itty bitty room to the south here?
That's the actual security station. You imagine that's where the guards would be monitoring and checking people as they came into the facility, making sure that they were actually supposed to be there, etc.
Can we get into it?
Yeah, guys actually came through it.
Oh, never mind then. What about here?
That is the lockdown room. That is, yeah, you guys haven't been in there as of yet.
That might be a place of interest if we can get some of these doors unlocked.
Then the one with the 3 circles, that's the calf.
Yep, that's break room / cafe. Got a lovely kitchenette system over here. You kind of just click on it. It starts showing all the new features and facilities.
No.
State-of-the-art
no,
cooking.
No. How do I shut this off?
Ooh, what's for breakfast?
Instructions start showing up on how to make a 5-star class omelet.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Ends with a, would you like to apply for an internship? Click here.
Does that mean free food?
Interns are typically provided for on a controlled meal basis.
I'll come
Yeah,
back.
they feed you to the mind flare when it's hungry. Controlled meals.
You gotta have a balanced diet.
Agatha wants to try and get to the lockdown room.
Okay. As you head over to that there door, yeah. So as you go over to it, the door does not appear to be locked. It does appear to be responsive.
Cool.
Okay.
Agatha tries opening it.
All right. As you open the door, before I describe what is about to occur, for those who are viewing, this may be a sensitive or triggering description. So it is runs along this sensitive topic of suicide. So if you are a person who is sensitive to this, I would like to recommend that you mute the video temporarily. I will give a thumbs up to let you know when we are past the initial description, and we will proceed from there. So giving you guys time to mute. Hagatha. As you enter into the room, the first thing that immediately catches your sight is the body of an Aasimar woman.
Oh,
The
boy.
wall behind her is splattered with blood as she lays slumped against it, a pistol in her hand. There's a trail of blood dripping from her mouth onto the floor, and you see a large hole in the back of her head. Just on her name tag, you see Department Head Dr. Zarel.
Doctors, what was it? Sorry.
Dr. Zarel.
Zorro. Oh.
And it is very obvious that she appears to have committed suicide. With that,
Hey,
So-
hey, computer.
yes.
So only Dr. Zarel can give you the order to lift the lockdown, right?
From inside the facility, yes. The facility can, of course, be lifted from externally
Okay.
with special permissions from higher ups within the collective.
Okay, what if the doctor is unable to do so?
If the doctor is unable to do so or has been compromised in any way, shape, or form, then
All of the above.
the department cannot be opened from internally.
Yeah, Hagatha's stomach kind of does that flip flop thing, just out of just seeing the scene in front of her. She's kind of thrown for as unhinged as Hagatha is. She hasn't seen too many.
I closed the door.
And she's still kind of.
Hagatha, you want to give me a hand over here? I'm going to make something for Hal here.
Okay.
As an additional note, when you were in there, there was a computer monitor on the wall, which did have a display requesting password, as well as a little thing of attempts remaining 1 out of 3.
Okay.
And actually, one more thing. Since both of you went in there, can I have you both make perception checks real quick?
Two. Yeah, Hagatha's a little
19.
uneasy.
19. You did see what looked possibly like a video log off to the side from that monitor.
I'll go back in there once I have Hagatha distracted.
Okay.
Yeah, Hagatha's gonna need a minute.
So Hagatha, what I got here, I have my backpack because I also have the bag of holding. I want to use my backpack as something, and I think that you could lend me a hand here. I pull out some alchemist fire, and inside the backpack there's already 5 1-gallon flasks of oil.
Okay.
I'm making a giant oil bomb.
We're gonna burn this place to the ground. Cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, so basically all I want you to do is just make sure that these 6 vials, or actually these 5 vials, I'll hold on to this one just in case they don't break right away. And just make sure that they're attached to each one of the oil containers, but don't open them. They engulf in flames once activated by air.
Ah.
All right, if you can take care of that, I need to hop into that room for a second and actually go grab something. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So I will turn around and go into that room and close the door behind me.
Okay. You were alone in this room. As you kind of glance around, you do see there is on a nearby vent what looks like a brief blood stain, and you actually can see what looks like a small trail on the ground that leads over to the computer station. As you approach, the keyboards do have marks, like reddish marks, as if one of these things may have tried to use it or enter passwords or something.
Interesting. I want to check her body.
Okay. For anything in particular, or just?
Well, one, I want to take her firearm.
Okay. You have a laser pistol with 2 charges remaining.
Okay. Does she have any keys or any personal, like, comms or anything like that?
Make an investigation check. Okay. As you look over her, especially as you kind of like take the gun off from her, you do notice there is a ring on her finger. Looks to be an engagement ring. It looks like it may also have some sort of enchantment on it. Searching over the rest of her, there is a sending stone. Small pouch with looked like about 10 gold, 5 silver, and a image, small little like holographic looking image that she is on her inside chest pocket. Looks to be a picture of herself and a tiefling man.
Okay. What is the name of our new AI guy?
Bolt.
Bolt. Bolt, can you identify this ring?
Processing. It looks to be a ring of fire resistance. Do you wish to equip it?
No. No, she can. There's a little thunder going on upstairs.
Through the fence.
I take her body and I kind of position it more into the corner.
Okay.
And just cover her up with her jacket the best I can.
Easy enough. It's a proper like lab coat, so it's a very very lengthy article of clothing.
I am also going to use my watch's ability for minor image to make the room look a little more less horrific scene.
Okay.
Basically just kind of like make the wall look like it's clean, or make the floor look like it's clean.
Gotcha.
Keyboard not so much, because there might be evidence there.
Easy enough to do. You know that it's just a visual effect, but it does make the room a little bit more approachable.
Yep. With that, I'll open the door and I'll see if Cassie or anyone could give me a hand trying to figure out the room, and I'll lay out the same thing. Like, it looks like something tried to use the keyboard.
Well, Hagatha being a little bit more composed now. What do you think it was that thing that ran off?
I think it may have been one of many of those things.
Because it has ability to shapeshift, so maybe it tricked her and then I don't know.
Locked in with no way out and creatures that turn everyone to goo.
And they
There's
she
at
was the only huh?
There's at least 8 other things in here that we know of. We know where Nurse Casey is. We know where Darren is.
Andre.
We know where Andre is. And we now know where Dr. Zariel is.
So does that leave
That leaves 1, 2,
3,
1,
4?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. Should we try and find the rest?
There has to be other people alive, right? They
I don't know.
can't all be gone.
Well, we'll try and find something, but it's not looking pretty.
We can't promise anything, but we will do our best.
Right.
Okay.
Is there anyone hurt? All of you are okay, right? Is there anyone hurt?
No.
I know some. I have some medical training.
Well, I mean, we never say no to healing, but it's okay. Unless one of you guys really needs it.
I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. We just took a little licking, but nothing we can't handle.
Okay. Just kind of like fiddling with her hands and her fingers a little bit, and kind of get the sense she just trying to find something to distract herself with.
If it would make you feel better, you can. I wouldn't say no to healing.
Oh,
If
okay.
it'll help you.
She if I can get over to the thing, she gets directly to work, and she grabs her healer kit, and you will heal. As she kind of gets to work on you, applies some ointments and stuff to some of your bruising and things like that. She didn't roll that great. She's really distracted. You recover 5 hit points.
Hey, that's 5 more than I had before.
Plus level 6. Plus another 6 hit points.
No.
So 11 altogether.
Puts me at max.
Okay.
Perfect.
She uses her healer feature. All right.
Well, but we go try and find the rest of the. Look for survivors before we attempt to approach that Darren fella.
Well, I still want to check the cameras. We did check the one camera. I want to see about some of the other rooms. I want to see about the cafeteria.
So, you're using yours to be able to take a look into the cafeteria. So you guys have stepped back out of the lockdown room, back into the monitoring station?
Yeah. I'm gonna be with Cassie, Cassandra.
Cassandra works, yeah. You can go back to Cassandra. I like Cassie. It feels a little bit more casual, helps people feel more at ease. Yeah.
No, I apologize. I'm not very good with names, but
No, it's okay. It's a very tense situation.
I'll get it.
Okay.
No,
so
you're probably best to kind of hang out either between Noki and Maximus, or kind of just chilling behind us, because most likely we're going to go into trouble, not behind us, hopefully. Cross our fingers.
Right.
But you keep your eyes peeled, and if you see anything funny, let somebody know. Okay?
All right. So, as you put in your symbol use in the monitoring station for a camera, it switches over to the break room. Now, despite what it shows on this map here, you look in here and it looks like there was a fight. There are tables overturned. There are what looks like splatters, similar splatters to what you saw, Maximus, to what you specifically saw whenever you smacked the creature with your sword. It was like you were just swatting a massive red jello that just splattered across the place. But you do ultimately see what looks like a pile of shredded clothing and another mass blood stain on the floor. Does not appear that this room is occupied.
Somebody changed in there, but I think it's worth maybe checking out and clearing. That way we don't have something come up our back.
Hey, Bolt.
Yes.
Do you have the ability to act as a motion detector?
Checking sensors. The sensors are presently on low power due to emergency situation. I can try and reroute power to motion sensors to try and bring them back up to their standard level, but it may result in the loss of power for other things.
Are you currently looking the ability to look through all the cameras that we don't have access to?
Several cameras seem to have been destroyed, mostly hallway cameras so far.
Right. Well, there goes that idea.
Artifact assessment camera has been destroyed.
The one that we were just looking at.
Yes, it appears so.
Excuse me. Well,
I mean, taking a look at the map, it's kind of a straight line to where we need to go. So
all right. I'm gonna
I'm
clear
okay.
clear
I'm
our backs
okay
over.
with clearing as we go.
All right, let's get this glory train on the road.
Can I hear Cassie speak up? I'm sorry, I glanced in there. It does look like there's a video available on the screen in there where in that room.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's a log. I did want to check that out. Forgot.
There might be something she wanted to tell the retrieval team, or it might be important.
Yeah, let's check this out.
Okay. As you guys step into a somewhat more welcoming room than what you first encountered, gathering up around the log. Do you guys press play?
Yes.
Okay. So as you press play, you see a very beautiful, stunning Aasimar woman depicted. But there is what looks like trails of blood coming down from her ears, a little like some bruising under her eyes, like the blood vessels have all shattered. One of her eyes actually does appear to be bloodshot entirely. She begins to speak. This is Dr. Ifona Zarel, head department. I don't have time for more formalities, so I'm going to get straight to it. There has been some sort of compromise in the department's assessment room. Darian changed suddenly. It looked to be a ceramorphosis process, but it was rapid. It was bizarre. There was a burst of psionic energy that seemed to hit the other two personnel in there. They were immediately liquefied. Bolt, if you are listening to this recording, override command. Dr. Zarel, Corn Cop 69, give all access to the retrieval team to be able to gather any information from your databanks. As she says this, all of your watches immediately light up. Nookie, yours especially starts projecting several different holograms as you have made multiple requests of Bolt.
Oh, hey, Bolt. Thanks for coming in today.
You have a nice funny.
And it also keeps going, sort of like when you hit the Windows button way too many times, and suddenly all of them show up all at once.
Or you queue up on the printer too many times and it just prints out everything.
Exactly, all in one go, and
Where
3
you have
times
like
over.
70 tabs open.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's looking like you are projecting like a solid thick object here. Bolt, the specific word they're going to be looking for is malleable. Please give them all information available. I am going to be putting the department into lockdown to ensure that these things do not escape. At present, kind of from the video, you hear a ruckus in the background. She kind of glances over her shoulder at the door right behind her. At present, they are trying to assimilate as many people as possible. It is only a matter of time before they are able to find me here. I will do everything in my power to ensure they cannot escape and get into the rest of the facility. On a personal note, I please request that you pass this on to Cornelius. You know, I'm always early to a lot of things. So, I guess I'll be saying this a little early, because I need to say it. I do. I will always be a good corn cop and be the man I always expect you to be. In transmission, video cuts out.
Well, poop.
Well, if you weren't motivated, you are now. And you look back and there's a single tear coming down Maximus's face.
Cassie has like turned and like kind of half using you as a shield to block her face.
I started pushing people out of the room as the spell is starting to fade.
Mason,
I can start to see things. I was like, nope, 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 nope.
Mason, I don't appreciate this. Just so you know, I don't appreciate this.
Okay. Sorry.
But that's my own
I
personal.
will make you feel things. I apologize.
I feel things on a regular basis. Thank you.
Welcome to D&D, where you fight monsters and feel feelings.
It's not all
You
dick
fight
jokes, people.
monsters
You guys are
and
feeling
have
feelings.
emotional traumas. Yeah.
Just squeeze your knee once or twice.
No. No, I tried getting into a pool today, and that was no.
So, with that, Bolt has given you guys basically department head access
Ah, so we can
under
actually-
Zarel's orders, her last will and testament.
Bolt, keep the place locked down, but can you turn the power back on a little bit at least?
or at least the lights.
Well, can you tell us where the power drain is coming from? Because if you don't have the ability to turn things on, we might be able to help you.
Assessing.
Hmm.
Power drain is presently coming from the artifact assessment chamber.
No
Speculation.
Shit. Okay.
The illithid type creature seems to be draining power from the department as an additional resource for whatever he seems to be doing. It is difficult to assess without a proper analysis.
Can you
Oh.
shut down all power in that room?
Processing. I can shut down all power across the facility, but I cannot localize and end the power drain there.
Max is going to start looking in the security room in this room because You have emergency bags in security, you know, emergency medical kits, stuff like that, and he's looking to see if they have their sun rods for power outs.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check real quick.
Investigation. All right, let me get to that.
Bolt, where would I find a refill for this? And I hold up the laser pistol.
There should be an additional batteries in the security station.
15.
15. As you start making your way and looking your way through, you do not find sun rods specifically. You do find a couple emergency medical kits, single use each, basically function of a healer's kit. So there's 2 of those. And you do find a drift globe.
Perfect.
And that was a natural 20 for my investigation for batteries.
Okay. You are, as you kind of go through, you're able to find a little box. Looks like it has a couple batteries in there. It also looks like there is a small device that has been used to drain some of these batteries. It's basically a mini television. You have the feeling that this probably isn't supposed to be in here. But you do find one battery that looks to be charged, at least somewhat, has about 6 additional charges.
Okay, so I have the equivalent of 8 charges, so 2 shots, reload, 6 shots, and a mini TV is now in my bag of holding.
Yep. You have a mini TV.
All right, let's
Contraband. It's contraband. I
gotta confiscate this.
I'm gonna give the healer's kits to Cassie. He's like, it's probably
Okay.
better in your hands.
She uses those to refill her medical kit.
But we
Right.
need to get this going
Sweet Jesus.
long before he drains
Yeah,
all the power here
it's-
and wants
it's
to
a
move to
freaking
the next
great-
one.
If you hadn't rolled a natural 20, you would have found nothing. Laser pistols are insane.
Yep.
I could blow up the whole damn station with this thing.
So, as a reminder to you, you guys also have access to all of Bolt's databases. So if you wish to do a search for anything, you may.
Search. All.
All right. I know you're more interested in the station here, but we've got a time schedule. We got to get this done.
Everything, like the room explodes into light as Bolt just covers every surface with information.
Hey, Nookie's gonna nookie. He's gonna find whatever it is that will make him happy in the moment.
All right. So, you guys have control over your tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You may pursue through the space as needed.
All right. Let's. Everybody should. Yep. All
So
right.
what was it that she called these things? She said that they were mailables?
Malleable?
Malables?
Megabyte?
I honestly don't know. What are those? What are these things?
Hey, Bolt. Oh,
Yes.
Do you know what that is?
Malleable processing. He immediately projects this image of a very familiar looking squishy red goo. Malleables, the unfortunate result of an overexposure to mass psionic energy, causing the body and all of its cells to merge and dissolve simultaneously.
Ooh.
Malleables on record can be incredibly intelligent creatures. However, they are malicious, uttermost. It is also noted that they are capable of merging and growing into incredible size, becoming a far more lethal creature. Roughly, when they reach the mass of 600 pounds, they are able to merge into a larger sized creature.
Bolt.
At 1,200 pounds,
Bolt,
they become an
Bolt.
even larger creature.
Shush. Stop it.
What are they weak against?
No known weaknesses. However, there are no known immunities short of direct psychic energy, which they seem to feed on.
Hmm. So no mind tricks.
So yeah, you get the assessment that trying to use psychic damage against them would be very, very bad.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. So they can they take over human bodies? Is that what?
It is not so much that they take over human bodies as they absorb the human body. They reduce the victims down to
They're more like
fleshy goo
freaky.
once all their psionic energy has been drained from a target.
That's gross. Okay. Thank you, Bolt.
You are welcome. Please leave a review.
Not right now.
Is it me,
All
or
right.
does this guy make you miss Arrow?
You don't know how good you have it until she's gone.
All right, Max is gonna
All right.
go to the door here.
All right. As you come up to this door is open.
Poke his head on.
Glancing inside, you see a variety of desks, tables, paperwork, books, and things all littered all about, and as well as a couple chairs that look like they've been sort of tossed and turned here. At the far back, you see a couple tables that have been thrown up onto their sides and brought together almost like a little fort.
Max is gonna see that and he's gonna call out into the room. If you're not a gooey flesh monster, now's the time to come out. If you are a gooey flesh monster, you can just go ahead and stay in there.
Oh my god.
Nicely
See this
handled.
head kind of pop up. Are you really there? I'm not hallucinating?
I don't know. I could be hallucinating.
I'm an intern. I'm Derek. Are you guys are here to save me? Did you kill them all? Did you get rid of them all?
No.
No?
We killed them all. We're just not here to save you. I'm kidding. Come on out.
Okay. Okay. So he kind of stands up, starts making his way kind of around towards you guys in your direction. Half-elven man, dressed formally, but overall really, really simply. His clothing looks like he's sweated through it thoroughly. As he kind of makes his way towards you. So, you guys are here to stop this, whatever this is going on?
We're certainly going to try our best.
Okay, be really careful. There was one somewhere nearby. Okay, I ran in here after. Thank you. I ran in here, and it was chasing me down. It smacked me across the back, but I was able to kind of get in here, put up the chairs and tables and things. And I think it lost interest.
Yeah, we might have killed one of them. Maybe. I don't know. But,
Killed one? Okay, good.
one might have gotten away, but we got one.
Okay. Sorry, it's just... I think it really hit me hard across the back. I just felt really, really heavy here for a while.
Let us see.
It's really...
Yeah,
Air's
turn around.
getting thin.
The Cassandra might be able to help.
Yeah, I can
see it
take a look
first.
at him and...
Yeah, actually, why don't you lay down on the ground
Face down, so we can see.
so we can
Okay.
look at the back of your head?
So he kind of starts crouching down. Maximus, you would see it first from your perspective, but where the front of his shirt is very thoroughly stained with sweat and probably other things. As he starts getting down, you see over his shoulder a bright red stain on the back, and as he lowers, he looks like he has a hunchback. a big
Oh.
red hunchback.
I'm just gonna
And
take
as-
Cassie and push her away from the door.
As he
take
starts
out-
getting down on the ground.
I take out my rapier.
Yeah,
So-
Hagatha kind of grabs Cassie, and we're gonna go around the corner.
So as he starts getting down on the
No, no,
ground,
no, no.
you actually see a red fleshy tendril kind of come up and wrap its way around his head, and
Oh.
kind of, as he's kneeling, straighten him up.
I'm sorry,
So we're-
Derek.
Wait! What the heck has
Guiding bolt.
No. Okay, make an attack roll.
Yeah,
I was
I-
gonna slice his back and see if we could drop this thing out of his back, but I guess that works too.
Yeah, it's gonna stun it or hit some damage. Hold on, guiding bolt. All right, it is a +7 to hit. It's 18 on the dice +7.
Yeah, that'll hit Derek. Yeah.
Sorry, Derek.
That is gonna give me 17 points of radiant damage.
So, as you hit him, the bolt seems to enter into his body, and you see light just pour out of his eyes, his mouth, as his flesh just starts to burn from the inside out. As Derek just goes limp,
Oh,
and the red fleshy tendril releases him, and you see it slide out of his sleeve, his collar, the bottom of his shirt.
Shoot it.
And just start making attack roll.
And do I have to be proficient with specifically laser pistols or just firearms in general?
It is considered a firearm, so as long as you're
Okay, well,
proficient
that
with
is-
firearms.
That is a natural 20.
Okay.
Woo!
Roll
I
damage. I believe
love-
that's
Everything about this.
yeah.
So we're gonna start off with 20 points of damage plus these additional 3d6.
Look.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna add another 15 points of damage to it.
Seriously?
Okay.
Or a 6 and a 5.
So that's
Holy-
35 points of radiant damage to this thing.
Wow.
Oh my god. I love this gun.
Yeah, just get permission from the collective to be able to have one for.
What's the attack damage?
3d6.
It's
plus
3d6. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Laser pistols are
So you
insane.
blast it. You cauterize this portion of this creature, and
What's
you
a
hear the
laser rifle
squeal.
do? Now I'm curious what a laser rifle does.
Yeah. You
Nookie
hear
the
this
sniper.
squeal telepathically from it as it's making it immediately starts running for a vent over here.
No!
5, 10, 15, 20. What's its total movement speed? Yeah, it is able to very effortlessly slide through the grating in the vent and escape.
Son of a bitch. Stupid vents.
I saw you do the radiant damage. I thought I should also use
No, it was great. You guys responded really fast to that.
I was trying to shoot the thing, but sadly Derek got in the way.
Yeah, well, it literally grabbed him and pulled him up as a shield. It was hiding on his back across the entirety of his back. That's why he felt super heavy.
Oh.
And it's just been hiding there, slowly chewing on him so he wouldn't notice.
Hey Cassie?
Yes? Is everything alright? Why was there a bunch
No.
of flashes of light?
Do you know Revivify?
I'm not a cleric.
Neither am I.
I'm just no, I'm sorry.
I don't.
Cassie,
Why?
it's probably not a good scene in there, so
I don't have anything that would help him either.
If we poured a healing potion down one of the burn holes, it'd be okay.
I think he
You-
still has to breathe.
You didn't see the light come out of his eyes and mouth, did you? Because yeah, I think I got cooked.
I I thought you showed him the Ark of the Covenant. I wasn't sure what was going on.
I showed him the glory.
The glory
Yeah, you
of
did.
Prime.
And we're back.
But this leads me to another question. Cassie, are you hurt in any way? You've been hit.
Do you want to see the glory? Probably not the time for that.
She kind of gets confused, like, wait, is this? I don't think this is the appropriate situation
No,
for
he was.
you to be hitting on me.
Trust,
I mean, I get
trust,
that you're a bard, but
trust. You'd be hitting on me. Anyways, no,
Oh.
he got hit.
well,
He got hit in there, and the little slammy thingy was on him. Have you been touched by anything that you did not know?
no. Before you all showed up, I got locked into the locker rooms.
How would she know if
Get
she got
hit on
touched
the
if
back
she
of the
didn't?
head.
Sorry.
I was like,
I try to be very aware of myself at all times. I do yoga. I'm very aware of what does and doesn't go into my body. I think I would know if something smacked me in the back or whatnot.
you feel heavy?
I feel a little bit like I'm this close to hyperventilating, but I'm not, heavy. I work out.
Just do a little spin. Just 360.
Is that like to explain it to her? I will kind of pull her. Derek,
Oh my god.
that thing was
Okay,
attached to him. We have to make sure nothing's attached to you.
She kind of goes over, grabs Hagatha by the elbow. It's like, we'll be back. Just steps around the corner. Before she kind of lifts up her
Yeah,
straps,
Hagatha.
so you can check her back.
Yeah.
She has very silky smooth skin.
And
But
you
you-
could see any. No.
You don't see anything, no. Nothing on her, nothing attached to her. No red fleshy holes or anything like that.
Sorry, I had to.
That
That are not
she
meant
doesn't
to be
strip
there.
naked. Yeah, she doesn't strip down. And
That are not
have you-
meant to be there.
Give me a physical.
Anyway,
I just had in my head, just blink for a second, Animaniacs. Hello, nurse.
Sorry.
For any of you who don't know what Animaniacs are, you should probably watch
You're too
their
young.
YouTube channel. It's called YouTube Kids.
It is one of the greatest shows ever.
Not for kids.
Buffy's mom.
All right.
Sorry, Cassie, that had to
She
happen.
is clear.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't see. She's good, guys. I didn't see any weirdness or anything to be alarmed about. So,
Should we?
Still not convinced. After this is all over, you can buy me a drink and give me a proper exam then.
do I have a drink? I
Yeah.
don't know now.
She's kind of glaring at Maximus.
I said, I'm sorry, it had to happen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would have taken the sending stone as well.
Okay.
From now, if I remember correctly, sending stones are made in pairs and they can talk to each other.
Yes.
Who has the other one?
That's my question. I communicate hello.
It's me.
Using hers or the one you already have?
Hers.
Hers. As you communicate hello, there's a pause, and then there's static. And you start hearing words coming across.
I'm getting arcane static.
Then you start hearing words coming across. What languages do you guys all know?
I know Common, Dwarvish, and Infernal.
Okay. Nookie?
Common, draconic, and abyssal.
Ooh.
Okay. Maximus?
Common and giant.
Common and giant.
Subcategory glory.
Common giants and glory.
Sarcasm.
So this is what is coming across as a language that you don't understand. Except that as you are listening,
Sounds like deep speech, doesn't it?
you hear the word collective, and then you hear the word trust in common.
I took some deep speech in high school. Habla SL common.
You hear a bolt pop up, translating. Come and find me here at the collective. Come on swift wings, O elder of the trust.
Oh shit! We
It
gotta
is
go.
repeating messages.
We gotta go.
Back
It also
Bye.
does.
Bolt.
It keeps going until it reaches the word limit
Bolt.
over and over.
Bolt, if you can, shut down all communications. We do not need that happening. Like no signals out, none.
That is strange. There should not be a means of signals leaving the department.
Unless what?
Extrapolating.
Bolt.
Wards are not
Going on?
impervious. If they are using the artifact, they may be trying to create a means of brute forcing a message out of the department beyond the collective station's wards.
Shit, we gotta go.
Yeah.
We do not need the trust here.
No.
We need to get that orb.
We gotta go now.
Okay.
Where's the orb? Where's the orb?
That
What-
is in the artifact assessment room.
With tentacle guy.
Yeah, it's literally at the end of the next hall.
Tentacle battle!
We gotta go. Max
All
takes
right.
off.
Agatha's all pumped up because she's just like picturing two tentacles just going at it. Just. Yes, I know what I said.
Roll 20, respond. Cassie's kind of following along. Moving markers as you be. So as you're starting to go down here, can I get marching order, please?
Max is in the front.
Okay.
Yeah,
right
no,
behind him.
Cassie should be either between the second to last people or in the back.
Okay.
And just so that you know, Max has his great axe on his back, and he's got his shield and his spear out. Because it's, protective mode. He's harder to hit this way.
Okay. So Max is in the front. Nookie is right behind him.
I've
Hagatha, I
swapped
take
out
it.
the single round
Gunpowder
battery
pistol.
for the 6-round battery.
Okay.
And I have a firebolt on standby in my hand.
Okay. Hagatha, are you coming up third or fourth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come up third and make sure that Cassie's kind of close behind me, but behind me.
Okay. As you are progressing forward, Maximus, you do note that there is a vent up ahead on the ceiling.
Vent ahead on the ceiling.
Yes. You're very certain you see some red around the edges of it.
Okay.
I kind of was.
Okay.
I got
I
something
was-
for this.
Okay.
Unless someone else wants to do something. But I have heat metal.
Yep. See if you can't drive them back. Cook them.
There's no save for it either. If they're there, they're taking it.
Okay.
No, I was just gonna tell Cassie if she had any way of like upping her defense, like if I don't know if she's magically inclined or not, but she can.
No, but I actually realized I forgot to draw on the actual nursing station on here. But right around in there, where I just put that square, there's another door that leads into the actual in-department nursing station. No, but if we can, if we find other people, I can maybe hold up in the med lab there. There's a It has its own personal lockdown feature that will literally cut it off from the rest of the department. I'll only have enough air in there for about an hour, but it would be able to ensure and keep me and anyone else we happen to find safe.
Are there any vents?
There are for ventilation, but it
Yeah,
can be
they're
completely
in the ventilation.
it can be completely cut off though from the rest of the department. Downside is there's only air in there for about an hour.
So it could basically be quarantined from everything else.
In the event that if we had someone came in and they had some sort of infectious disease from an artifact or something, we can shove them in there, keep them locked down until we can get medical team from the medical ward down here.
Where exactly is the vent that Maximus just saw?
The vent that Maximus sees coming up is roughly about here.
Like
Right
on
the
this, on the ceiling. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's kind of. So if we don't get ambushed by anything, let's try and get you in there, but keep the door open so you don't have to worry about air just yet. But as soon as you see anything weird, you shut that thing.
Okay.
Got it?
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
Now let's just try and get past this leaky vent.
All right. Now, Nookie, you said you were casting heat metal on it.
Yeah, unless anyone else wants to do something, but
No,
No?
nothing I can do.
okay, so
I'll just ready Eldritch Blast.
this thing is gonna start glowing red hot, and anything that is touching it is gonna take 2d8 fire damage.
Okay.
And I
Real
can keep this going. And I
Yeah.
can just
So real quick, just for funsies,
in it.
give me an Arcana check. Just for funsies on this.
19, 22.
Okay, perfect. So, as you kind of concentrate and as you cast this spell on the vents, you are actually able to cast it on the entire ventilation system because it is technically one giant metal object. At which point, you hear squealing telepathically from multiple beings. It actually kind of almost like it feels like something is just screaming right in your ear. It's actually kind of hurts us for a bit. But you successfully managed to damage. Oh god, roll your 2d8 for fire damage.
The tinnitus is real.
This is gonna be great.
That's 7.
This is gonna benefit you guys a
and
lot.
7. That is 14 points of fire damage.
Okay. So that is 14 points of fire damage to every malleable that is in the ventilation system.
And that's every 6 seconds.
Yeah.
They're in the
Oh, yeah, no,
ventilation
you guys
shaft.
immediately hear like thumping coming from all over the place as you hear this screaming and this squealing all surging up above your heads and through the walls.
I grab Cassandra. I grab her and
She
basically.
responds to both.
Sorry, I grab. Oh, I'm just moving buttons. I grab her and I like get her down to this nursing station and like, not necessarily throw her in, but like get her in there and like, just as soon as you see something, close the door, okay?
Okay. She's kind of like standing there on standby, glancing around behind her. As you guys are hearing all this squealing, you see it actually all kind of moving through the walls and the vents down the hall in the direction that you guys were heading.
Okay.
They're all retreating back to the master.
Alright.
Why didn't we do that when we got here?
I don't know.
We didn't know any better. I don't know. Let's just go get the freaking orb so they can stop freaking sending signals to the freaking trust.
God, I've been waiting to use that spell for so long.
Yeah, no, that was If you rolled under 15, you were just gonna heat that immediate vent cover. But since you rolled high enough, you were able to hit the entire ventilation system. Now, the air in the entire station now feels a lot hotter.
And it kind of has this weird funk to it.
Yeah, there's this distinct smell of burnt flesh.
Ugh.
It's like a gym locker in Hawkins, Illinois.
It's good.
Yeah.
For a split second, I was gonna say Hagatha feels at home with all the heat and the swamp-like tendency, but never mind.
Yeah.
As soon as he said bodies, no. Never mind.
At this point,
Excuse me.
Maximus is going to cast a spell, and everyone, including Cassie, are going to benefit from aid and get 5 extra temporary hit points.
All right. So, with that, you guys, after a short bit, hear the squealing in your heads kind of die out.
Agatha detects magic and see if she can kind of get a feel of where the artifacts might be.
Okay. So, casting detect magic. First off, you immediately notice that all the walls here are warded. The entire department is warded. And is warded against. It's warded specifically in terms of abjuration. It is warded against, communication or teleportation outside of this place. But as Bolt has already explained, if an artifact is sufficiently powerful enough and used in the right method, no amount of all wardings can be eventually overcome. So you're able to see all of this, and you see, in terms of the actual magical portion of it, you are kind of able to see sort of like a ripple moving through the actual weave of magic that these wards are built into and draw from. You have a feeling that that is from the artifact. You can actually kind of reverse follow these ripples back to its source.
Aha. Guys, I think I found it.
All right.
Yeah, it's right down the hall. It's on our map.
Wanted to feel useful, and thanks a lot. Whatever. Anyway.
He puts Maximus puts a hand on your shoulder. I'm glad you're here, Agatha.
Well,
What's
somebody appreciates me.
So I looked at the map. What is the room to our left?
So this room up here is what did I type that? That is cataloging. So
So like the research and like storage area of all these things.
essentially, as you kind of tap on it on the map, this room is specifically used for the research of artifacts, their legends surrounding them. You get the sense that it is not just about recording what the artifacts can do, but also recording and tracing the rumors surrounding them, helping them track down different artifacts. This is like the archaeological department of artifacts.
And what's the room with the circles in it? That one.
That's
It was
the
a
break.
calf.
That's the
As you guys kind of passed by that, you glanced in there, and yeah, it looks like there was a nasty battle. Like there was terrible fighting done in there.
All right. So we could either go through the catalog room, see if somebody left something fun in there, or it's right into the breach.
Well, yeah.
I'm cool with going to the catalog room. Maybe I can find a nether scroll.
Okay. Let's do it then.
Okay.
One cast
Now that
level,
you guys
level,
have
level, level.
department head access, the door opens for you guys with ease. As you step in here, there's a couple like monitors as well as a giant glass wall, where you see a singular humanoid figure on the inside. who is sitting on the floor, cross-legged, looking bored out of his mind. As you all kind of enter and he kind of glances up, you notice that he actually has like a mask covering his face, kind of clear mask.
Oh, like a gas mask?
Essentially, yeah.
Oh,
He has
filthy.
a tank on his back.
Oh.
And he kind of gets up, he walks towards a monitor on his side, and he kind of presses his button. It's like, "Are you the retrieval team?"
Yeah.
"Oh, thank God. I was worried I was going to get forgotten in here. I was looking through some of the documents and such. We deal with some very, very delicate, very gently used documents
What's your
and
name?
texts. I'm Alec Chambers. I'm the head of this particular portion of the department.
Okay.
But
This is gonna sound really weird, but if you want to get out of here, you're gonna have to do exactly as I say.
all right.
What he said.
Take off all your clothes and turn around.
I actually can't do that, sir. The documents here need to be safe and protected. The masking here is to ensure that my breath does not contaminate the air in which they are in.
All right. Well,
Well,
you're going to
us
stay here
being-
then.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
You're going to take bye.
Wait, isn't the threat already taken care of?
Nope.
You can leave the mask on.
Listen,
Have fun storming the monsters.
have you ever heard of malleables?
Vaguely. I think Ifona mentioned them once.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Like
Yeah.
literally in the vents.
Oh,
And we
Yeah,
pissed them
choose
off.
not.
it might be safer to leave me in here then. This particular chamber, the ventilation is actually cut off from the rest of the station. I'm probably safer in here than you are.
Okay. Anything in the room that's fun for us to use to go kill a big giant evil thing?
Well, not that I'm willing to part with.
We're fighting something that has a dragon orb in its chest,
And it's calling out to the trust.
and it looks like a
Oh.
mind flare.
Oh, all right.
I was gonna
So-
say, Hagatha kind of gets in his face and be like, if you have anything to help
Sphere of
us,
annihilation. I'll take a sphere of annihilation.
Why would I have a sphere of annihilation in here? These are very delicate objects that need to be preserved. I might have something.
I
Actually,
swear
that
to God, if he hands out a deck of many things.
This is a scroll we've been looking through from. It got brought in here from the Etheresian realm. It might be useful. We were studying it more for analysis into the possible location of an angelic object, but you might be able to use it. You'll need to unlock things from outside there. I actually
Okay,
can't
hold
get out
on,
right now.
hold on, nerd. What's it do?
It summons a powerful flaming sword of light and fire.
Oh, oh.
could just hear your
I-
like,
I turn around and I look at Maximus and I could hear it.
I could feel it.
You want me to unlock the door? I'll unlock the door.
Just,
Okay.
just enough to pass the scroll through.
talk about
Okay.
a glory hole.
Oh, to speed up on time here, you are able to kind of open the door. He very, very carefully hands you this glass tube with a rolled up paper inside it. Very, very careful.
Oh, before
As soon as it's out, he shuts the door.
Damn it. Hey, do you have any
Yes.
nether scrolls in there?
No, not at present. It's a different department.
Are you lying?
now before
Make an insight check.
now, before we probably use it and destroy this thing, have you scanned it? Take pictures of the words, so you know what it says.
Not as yet. That was on my to-do list before this artifact came in, and I was doing research onto the dragon wolf.
Maximus is gonna go to a table, open it, stretch it out, take a picture with his watch. It's like, all right, it's on the cloud. Scroll back up, put it back in the tube.
You have a scroll of Blade of Wrath.
Oh,
It is one of the Cobalt Press Deep Magic Angelic Seals spells. So this one is a bonus action. It is concentration, up to 10 minutes. You create a sword of pure white fire in your free hand. The blade is similar in size and shape to a long sword. If you let go of the blade, it disappears. You call it back forth again with bonus action. Use your action to make a melee spell attack with the blade. On hit, the target takes 2d8 fire and 2d8 radiant. Aberration, Fey, Fiend, or Undead creature damaged by the blade must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or be frightened until the start of your next turn.
so 2d8 fire and radiant.
You have any
2d8 fire, 2d8 radiant.
Don't you think
Wisdom
we all
save
need one
on
of these
hit.
weapons?
Sorry, what?
Don't you think that we all need one of these weapons?
It's a scroll, and actually he's the only one here who can cast it. He's a paladin.
I can cast spells.
It's a paladin spell.
Can't cast these particular kinds.
Why
I
not?
guess I can't.
They're not available to bards.
Or sorcerers? I am also a sorcerer.
Sorcerers are not available to sorcerers.
Oh, anyway, I got a freaking nat 20 on my insight check. Whether he's lying about Nether scrolls.
He is definitely lying. He's kind of he doesn't want to give you any more stuff.
Yeah.
You get the feeling that this is the kind of guy who would die rather than let these delicate pieces of paper be damaged or desecrated in any way.
So
You
he's
think you
one of
probably
them-
got as much out of him as you could.
So he's one of them, like, it belongs in a museum type of nerd.
It belongs in the museum, and I will kill everyone here to make that happen.
Alright, calm down, Indy.
So, also Maximus, because you are taking this scroll and because of how angelic seal magic typically works, you will be able to add this to your spell list for a 3rd level evocation spell. Whenever you are able to cast 3rd level evocation spells.
Fun.
It's a great spell. Side note, deep magic spells, they're awesome.
Yeah. Okay. There's a Blade of Wrath, right?
Yep, Blade of Wrath. Single use with the scroll, but you'll be able to add it to your spell list.
Nice. Hence taking the picture.
Hey, Dr. Chambers, have you seen anyone else come by this way?
Not really. Most people don't really bother me when I'm in here.
Or ever?
I'm not the most social person.
No.
People
We
tend
can tell.
to. People tend not to be interested in the more. People are usually very tired whenever they're talking to me. They get very sleepy.
Are you a psychic vampire?
No.
Tell me a story.
Agatha falls asleep before he even starts talking.
Yeah.
Deep
She
spell.
like does one of those nod things that is just like, yup, he's a psychic vampire. Let's get the fuck out.
All right.
We don't need to deal with one of those right now.
All right. With that, he locks himself back into his room with his paperwork, and you 3 are free to move forward.
I should ask him if he's got another one of those gas, the mask for Cassandra. For her.
Do you want to ask him?
Yes. 'Cause we have some. Hey, we have somebody else with us who's kind of even more squishy than me, and she needs a safe place.
Who is this?
Nurse.
Nurse Cassie.
Nurse Cat. Okay, I was going to say there's no way you're talking about
Thunder Fist.
Granite Fist or something. Yeah. Yeah. There's no way you're talking about Granite Fist.
No, just let her, like, do you have any extra, like, air tanks or the thing you're
Sorry,
you got?
I'm the only one who's really ever in here. We only ever need the one.
Well, can she survive in there with you? Without it?
The breath that would destroy his precious
But
papers.
not without damaging the documents. Okay. Before you
put them
so
away?
getting all judgy, I'm the reason why you people ever go out and find things with such precise information. All right. I do the research.
Precise
I
information.
check the documents.
I
Yes.
shut the door into this lab. No. We will
Fine.
not do that to this nurse.
No, you're
I'd
right.
rather give her to the mind
I am
flayer.
so sorry I even considered it.
Precise
Alright.
information.
All right, let's roll.
My ass.
Let's get to this big guy and put him out.
Do it!
All right. So, you guys make your way down to the artifact assessment room. Please go ahead and move your tokens. All right.
Now, before we go in, I could do two things. One of two things. Noki, I can either make that gun of yours hit harder, or Hagatha, I can give you endurance. It gives you extra health.
Give her the extra help.
I'm at full. I mean,
It gives you more hit points, temporary hit points. Fortunately,
oh, okay.
fortunately, I'm used to saying unfortunately with you guys. Like unfortunately, that fails.
Now, is it a concentration spell?
It is.
Okay. Just remember that the Blade of Wrath is also a concentration spell.
Yep. So's everything else I can do. So.
So hold off on that for me. Just to see how if things get.
If things get dicey, I can heal us.
Yeah, and we still have those potions and stuff too, right?
And I've
Yeah.
got
The 4 greater and the 2 common.
Hands of glory, and I could heal that way as well.
You guys
'cause I
avoided
don't-
a couple things that were there to kind of drain your HP.
So concentrate on something. Concentrate on that pretty badass sword.
Yeah.
I've got a pretty awesome pistol. And I have my magic.
I got my magic.
And I don't know if anybody's told you yet, but if things get real crazy, I can.
You'll set
blow
us
up-
on fire. You will set everything on fire.
All right.
So, all right. If this is what we're gonna do, you want me to burn this scroll?
Let's get in
Hold
and
on,
see what.
wait. I want us to take a moment, and I want you to realize what you're about to do. You're about to screw up that guy's whole fucking day. Burn it.
Do it.
He's gonna pull it out. He's gonna read it.
All right. As you read it off, and it functions much more like a prayer to some angel or something. It's a little weird, but okay. The scroll erupts into a glorious light, which kind of hovers in the air from in front of you, and then reshapes itself into a beautiful, glorious blade made of pure light, flames radiating off of it. The entire hallway is illuminated, and you guys can see in proper color for the first time in quite a while, as it radiates 20 feet of light and additional 10 feet of dim light. It is truly a glorious, radiant sword.
Oh, this is glorious.
Waits for you to take hold of it and smite. You feel power surge. Your arm actually starts glowing as you are holding it.
It's prime time, baby.
Yay!
Take an inspiration. Take an inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about those.
I had no idea about those. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do this.
Yeah, power.
I
All right.
love this guy.
guys are heading in?
Heading in.
All right.
Yeah, let's go, John Cena.
Flavor text. As you guys enter the room, as the door opens and you step inside, there's almost this pulse that washes over you like a wave of heat. You feel it ripple through your body, and all at once, you all catch your breath as a second pulse pushes through you, forcing your breath out. Your vision blurs for a moment, and you begin to almost feel your own blood pushing through your veins, contrary to your normal beat, like some sort of alien rhythm is trying to impose itself on you.
I'm about that kind of bard.
With a little bit of mental effort, you're able to wrestle your body back under your control, but you still feel this pulse straining against your body, trying to bring you under its rhythm. As your eyes focus again, once again, you see the tendrils of flesh covering this room. They're like roots. And you're able to see that pulse, that ripple moving across it, filling this room with psychic energy. All of it converging upon that singular entity at the far back side of the room, behind a glowing, almost pinkish field. Wrapped, his eye raising up and looking at you. And at the same time, as you glance around, you see all of these strange, fleshy undulations as these red monstrosities begin to appear. As 6 of these Malibals begin to show themselves, 2 kind of draping down from the ceiling, 4 others on the ground in various spots. But as you watch, and as you're kind of regaining control of your body, you see 4 of these things, the 2 on the ceiling and 2 on the ground, almost seem to reach out to each other, grasping each other, flowing over each other. As they grow, and they seem to almost get thicker, harder, stronger.
Can I fire bolts as they're merging?
Unfortunately, no. But you'll be able to do that once we get into initiative, which we'll be rolling into right now, as 4 of these creatures come together to form a much larger, thicker, and far more terrifying creature than what you had first encountered.
Let's go prime
Ray, can I
time.
get this creature made into a large size?
Sure.
Many lion bots become one giant lion bot.
Yep. Thank you. It resides right there. Another one right there. And can I get a duplicate of this smaller one? Thankfully,
There you go.
because you guys killed Derek, they cannot create a 3rd stage. So now they're looking to you to help them evolve further. All right.
No touchy without consent, and I do not.
Same. Never consent.
Never.
Never consent, never surrender. All right. Okay, so 15. All right. So, 25 to 20?
22.
22,
21.
21.
Agatha yet again at the bottom of the barrel.
Agatha, what'd you get?
2.
2. Yeah.
As is tradition.
All right. With that said, top of the round, Nookie, you see these creatures merge together into this much, much larger malleable monster.
I'm picturing. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm picturing if anybody's seen the second Pacific Rim movie, where it's like towards the end where all of the kaiju just kind of merged
Yeah.
into like this big giant
Yup.
thing. That's fine. Maybe not quite so dramatic, but still. Anyway, continue.
I am going to
actually have a
Did
mind
you
flare.
find out if these things regain hit points?
You do not know.
Okay.
It was noted that they feed on psychic energy.
Instead of a firebolt, I am going to do a chill touch.
Okay.
And
I cannot remember. Is that one? That one's a save, I believe.
No. It's a range
So
hit.
it's a ranged attack. All right. Go ahead and make your attack roll. And what are you making your attack roll against?
The big guy.
Okay.
That is a 26 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Alright. 8 plus 6, 8 plus 6. 14.
14. Can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. All right. Noted.
Also, would it be considered undead?
It is not undead. These are
Okay.
aberrations.
Okay. But yeah, it cannot regain.
All right. Noted. Anything else for your turn? Are you gonna move?
No, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
All right. That brings us to Maximus.
It's prime time. Let's do this. I go right into the big guy here.
Okay.
All right. So remember, I have auras around me, so if you're within certain distance of me, you have some saves on stuff. So just let me know. All right. I'm gonna use our fancy new sword and let her rip. Let's see.
Scroll that spell DC should be 15.
That's what my thing is too. So that's what my wisdom save is. Anyways. Where's the dice I want to use? Where'd it go? There it is.
Shiny ones.
That is 18.
18 to hit will hit. Roll damage.
Right.
2d8 fire, 2d8 radiant. And it needs to make a wisdom save.
So that is
Fails. Wow.
9. 9 fire. And 11 radiant.
So 20 points altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right.
Strike number
It
2.
is now a thief.
Strike number 2. No, he's got his shield and he's using this as a longsword. Just FYI.
All right.
So, the exact same to hit. 18.
18 to hit. Okay.
All right, we've got ourselves 10 fire and 10 radiant.
Okay, so another 20 points of damage. All right, I'm gonna need my calculator for this because it is going to use its reaction. Sudden separation. Ray, can I get 4 more of these little guys now? I'm about to be a major pain.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, as this mother trucker, as you slice through with the second hit, it kind of seems to divide a lot more easily as you kind of cut through it until you realize it starts falling apart into these 4 smaller versions once again.
It's like the hand thing that comes in Ocarina of Time is like it splits. Ah.
So that'll end your turn, correct, Maximus?
Bonus action. Let's see what I got. Nope, can't use that just yet. All right, yeah, that's it.
That's it. All right. That now brings us to their turn.
Everyone else in the team.
Yep. Okay, these two are going to come up, and they're actually going to move straight over into here, carrying you guys. This one's going to move to here. This one can't move any closer, so it's going to move to here.
Maximus, what's your
Yeah.
area of effect for your things?
Class features.
Yeah.
10 feet.
10 feet? Oh,
10
so
feet. You guys are in range of any of the save effects.
Okay.
So, one of them is going to make an attack against you, Nookie.
Nikki's the boy.
Okay. Then we're going to start with Hagatha. God damn, guys. Always when I try to make this thing. I'm pretty sure your armor class is over a 7 or 8, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Surprisingly, you wouldn't think, but yes, it is
Yeah,
over
it's
7.
shocking.
Being as squishy as I am.
Hold until he gets back. One of the two who are on you, Maximus.
You can make a roll against me.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what's your armor class?
It's 16.
Huh. Well, there you go.
Armor class is 16. Alright, yeah, no, that's a 13 to hit. Why am I rolling low?
I'm okay with this.
I'm
I
not.
mean, I also have a reaction of shield, which gives me a +5.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Well, we'll go with the two then that are on Maximus. One of them is a feared, so that's disadvantage, but he is flanking, so that is advantage. That is a straight roll to hit Maximus. You know what? We're going to use you because you're not typically a dick. Nice. That's a 19 to hit Maximus.
Just hits.
Okay. So Maximus, in addition to taking, oh heck yeah, 13 points of bludgeoning damage, you are also now grappled by this little fleshy guy here.
Which one?
This one over here, the one directly in
Okay.
front of you, has you grappled. The one off to the side is going to make an attack at disadvantage because there is no flanking. Oh, that would have been great. That's a 17 to hit.
Nope.
No damage. Okay. Woo!
Yay, an actual tank.
All right. The other two off to the side are going to hold an attack if something come within range. All right, that will end their turn. Hagatha.
Ha. Finally?
Yes.
Woo!
You see this thing lash out at you, or just, nope.
I know a thing or two about tentacles, and I just learned how to avoid it. But speaking of tentacles, let's bring in our favorite thing in the world. Bam. Did she name him? But I can't remember.
What'd you name him?
I don't remember. I feel like I did in previous. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Well, there's that one. The tentacle is going to go after. The one in front of me. That one.
One in front of you. All right.
Yeah. 16?
16 will hit.
Ooh, 7 plus 3. 10. 10 points of cold damage. So that's the tentacle. So that just leaves me with movement, right? Because summoning is bonus, attack, action, and move. Oh, but she's engaged. And she doesn't Did she do? No. I think that might be.
You have your main action.
Oh, okay.
This is your bonus action to use the tentacle.
Yeah. Then I'll use my action to cast Fairy Fire.
All right. Where?
It's so
20-foot cube.
Yeah, within range. It is outlined in blue, green, violet, white. Your choice. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in the light. If it fails a dexterity saving throw for the duration.
Okay.
So
you got Maximus right in the center of all these things.
Oh, would that count Maximus then?
It does count Maximus. You can try and keep him out of it and maybe just target these guys up here. So these guys in the northern section. Or try and get, you could technically rotate it and get just these two down here. But if you want to get the most of them, you would need to probably just drop it right on Maximus.
Maximus, you alright with that?
It would give them advantage on hitting me too.
If you fail.
Really
If I fail? What save is it?
Dex save.
The save is 17 dex.
I have a +7, so I gotta get a 10 or higher. Yeah, go for it. Let's do it.
Leave it on the edge.
Just make it a golden color so I shine with glory.
So you can hit. Okay, so you're gonna hit all of them except for either the one on the top or the one on the bottom. Which one do you want to take?
Let's do the one on the bottom.
All right. So that is 5 dex saves.
Yep.
DC is 17.
Yep.
It's cocked.
Fail. Fail.
Ooh. What dice am I using for that inspiration I got for the sunglasses?
It's D6.
Did you use that D8
Fail.
that
I gave you.
Yeah, I'm gonna use your D8 first.
Natural 20, so the one furthest south succeeds.
Of course.
Nice. All right, so that is 7. I got exactly 17.
Okay. So you're good.
Thank you, Nookie.
Out of curiosity, how bad did you roll the first time?
It's a 2 plus 8 from the inspiration would make it 10, plus 7 that I would add.
The Christmas episode, where I was just like, yeah, no, throw a fireball, I can take it. I rolled a 3.
Yeah, it was like rolled dancing on the 20. 2. Oh no.
All right, so the 4 immediately surrounding him are all fairy fired.
Nice.
So any of those you can get advantage on when they attack them.
Yep, you have advantage on any attacks against those 4.
Yep. And that should be the end of her turn, because I don't think she'll move because she doesn't want to enact an opportunity attack from.
All
them.
right.
So yeah, that's it.
All right, brings us to the top of the round. Nookie, you got like 2 of them right in front of you. They're glowing. What color? Blue or glorious? Glorious yellow.
Glorious gold.
Yes.
Gold. You have 4 flesh creatures glowing glorious gold around a Maximus, who is wielding a sword of glorious gold.
Okay. I'm going to take a 5-foot step back.
Okay. That is going to be an attack of opportunity, however.
Is it?
Yeah, you were leaving their.
I'm taking a 5-foot guard step.
Mason doesn't do the guarded step.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. So you if you step out of melee combat range,
So
you evoke an attack of
wait.
opportunity, unless you're using your action to disengage, or unless you have a bonus action feature.
No.
Or any of the 8 other different features I do.
So either way, I'm going to attack of opportunity on this.
If you step away, yeah.
Casting a
There's
spell.
always the chance it might not. Well, no, if you cast a spell in combat range, that does not evoke an attack of opportunity. If it is a ranged spell attack and you are in melee combat with someone, that imposes disadvantage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because you are in direct melee with someone.
Well, I have a +8 to hit. I'm probably going to hit.
Alright. So what are you attacking?
I'm going to attack the one that's right in front of me.
At advantage.
At advantage. Disadvantage. So straight roll.
Oh, okay.
Because you're doing a ranged spell attack, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that's 18 plus 8, 26.
26 will hit.
Good, good. Alright. So this thing is gonna take cold damage. Oh no. No. I have to make a new attack roll.
Oh, so just to clarify, you're doing chaos rolls.
I am doing chaos rolls.
Okay.
Alright, so 15 plus 8.
That'll hit. Which one are you jumping to?
Say the one. Say the one that's right behind it. The no face.
Okay, so one that's a fear to Maximus, that one gets hit.
That one's gonna take acid damage.
Okay. So what was the damage inflicted on the first one?
So I gotta roll that. So
You said it was cold damage.
15 points of cold damage. The second one is going to take 16 points of acid damage.
I'm gonna get an acid trip, man.
Okay. Alright, noted.
Alright.
They do not look very happy.
Yeah. I imagine it would be.
Alright. Is that it for your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Maximus, you are grappled by this one in front of you. It is an action to break the grapple.
Well, I really don't want to break the grapple.
Okay.
So, would you say I had like a hand free?
Yeah, you have a shield?
I have a shield and a sword.
So you don't have a hand free. Because you have something in each hand.
Well, like not as in free to, but like I can move.
Oh yeah. So officially it just means that you have 0 movement. And
Okay.
it has a hold of you.
Cool. I didn't
Hack and flash.
I didn't give you permission to touch me. And he's gonna reach back with one of his hands and he's gonna punch. But as he punches, his hand glows and he's gonna use Ring of the Ram.
Ooh.
Okay.
Eat 'em.
That will be 22 to hit.
That'll hit. How many charges are you expending?
2.
2. Okay.
So that is 4d10 force damage. 1. Roll high, you little bastards. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Math hard.
Hard.
26 points of force damage.
All right. Is that one? Okay, and it's pushed an additional 5 feet away.
Nope.
Can you double check something real quick? Fourth movement. Yeah, so officially that would forcefully end the grapple. Because, in terms of base rules, if a creature is moved outside of the range of the grapple, which for this guy is within 5 feet because that's his attack reach, that means the grapple is officially ended.
Yup. And that would be attack 1.
With the Ring of Rand, I think that is actually your action. I don't think it replaces one of your attacks.
Yeah, it's technically a ranged spell attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Which admittedly would be a disadvantage.
Yeah.
These things do not have a high AC roll due to technicality.
It's 2 less.
Yeah, you're still gonna hit.
Yeah.
These things are HP sponges, not high AC. Okay.
And yeah, I'll hang there. That'll be Maximus's turn. Oh, wait a second, hold on, let me... Actions... Nope, can't use that yet. Okay. Yep, we're good.
Okay. Well, I think I messed up. Whatever.
Do you want me to make a strength check to see if I get dragged with it, or?
No. If anything, it would be a strength check on its part to drag you with it. Which, no, that's
Okay.
too much technicality. That's gonna weigh things down. All right.
Okay.
That ends your turn. It is now their turn. They are all very not happy. They are, however, no longer afraid. So, this guy is sliding back in. This guy's gonna come forward. You seem to be the most terrifying thing in the room for them.
Yeah. Can't imagine why.
Go back to here. So that is going to be 7 attacks against Maximus.
Bring it.
What's your AC?
18.
We start off with a unnatural 20. 15, so miss. Miss. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. These are all advantage. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
So the unnatural 20, it's just that. So now this is the actual second attack, which is 16, miss. 18 on the dot, hit. 18 on the dot, hit. Miss, and So that's 3 hits on Il Maximus. You want individuals, or do you want just the final total?
Yeah, give me the chunk.
Alright. Let's see.
Because I can... I do have a reaction I will probably end up using
Oh,
here.
and the tentacle too can help cut some of it down.
Okay. So 9. "31 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled by 3 creatures."
Right. I'm gonna use Stone Endurance to bring that down a little bit.
Okay.
And I can use the tentacle to reduce it by 1d8.
Okay, roll.
Minus 5.
Okay. So Stone's Endurance and Tentacle, reduce that down a bit.
So it was 5, right, from you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. I ended up only taking 11 points of damage.
there you go.
Sweet. That's
But again, you are grappled by 3 creatures.
Yep.
And that is going to be their turn. Hagatha, you just see this mass of flesh just start leaping over and trying to drown Maximus.
Yeah, the tentacle, like, as it for that reaction, like tries to go in and grab him to pull out, but it doesn't have the mass to do so against everything. But it gives like him a little bit of relief
Cover
from
it.
some of the, yeah.
All right.
That case, my turn.
Yep.
Take it? Okay. Bonus action tentacle's gonna hit this dude.
Which one? The one right in front of you?
No, this one down here. Or
Your effect.
oh wait, yeah, no, tentacle will do that one.
Okay.
That one doesn't have advantage, right?
No.
Okay.
That's the one that succeeded on the save.
Right. Nine.
9 to hit? No.
Yeah.
It goes to kind of smack it, but it's very wily, this one.
Yeah. All right.
It moonwalks out of it.
Am I too close for Eldritch Blast?
You can cast Eldritch Blast, it will be at disadvantage.
Oh, with the
You have advantage.
Not for ranged spell attacks. Flanking only applies to whenever you're making melee combat.
but the ones the one in front of me.
The ones that are glowing, you'll have advantage on the attack. You'll have
So it
disadvantage
can't-
from being harried in melee combat, so it'll become a straight roll.
Okay. But for me to disengage, I would have to take a full action.
It's an action to disengage, yeah. As a note, you do know that these things are not difficult to hit. They haven't been hard to hit. They just seem to be very, very
A
durable.
lot. There's just
Yeah.
a lot of them. Alright, fuck. Screw it. I'll do 2 Eldritch Blast. Can I do one to this one and then one in front of Nookie?
Absolutely.
But I don't want to hurt Nookie.
Yeah, you're fine.
So these are going to be straight rolls, but I'm going to roll two
2 separate.
separate
Yep.
dice. Yeah.
What is it?
11 for one.
Hits.
6 for 9. Math. Well, it's more than 11, so.
6 and 9 is 15, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Okay,
D10.
roll damage. Okay, so the first one, which is the one right in front of you,
Yep.
was 10 points of damage.
No, they're 2d10. Well, it's gonna be a
Oh,
d10
gotcha.
for each. So I'll do the one in front of me is gonna be this one, which is 4 points of force. And then the one in front of Nookie is 9 points of force.
Okay. Updating numbers. All right. Is that it for you, mademoiselle?
I kind of want to risk the attack of opportunity.
Okay, go for it if you want.
Just so that I'll do the 5-foot step back.
Okay.
Like that, some space.
So it will lash out at you.
Mm-hmm.
Almost looks like this tail emerges from its backside. Why? Roll a 2. You're
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Roll a 2 for a 7. You're perfectly fine.
Yes. Woo.
All right.
Okay. I guess that feels good about this. Okay. I'm good.
All right. That is your turn. Top of the round. Nookie.
I'm gonna pull my rapier and slash the one in front of me.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
That's a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
These things are squishier than I am.
Wait.
13 points of magical slashing.
Okay.
And with a follow-up, I get to shoot it with my pistol, which I now
There we go.
have.
Lasers.
And you have the gunner feat, right? So you
Yeah.
negate disadvantage for using your gun and melee.
I believe so. I have one of the firearm feats, yeah.
Okay.
And that is a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Okay.
What is the minimum damage on the laser?
It's 3d6 plus 2.
Okay. So its minimum is 5. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Alright, so roll head dice for this.
Get him, Ed.
You did. Okay, that's 6, 5, plus 2.
Yeah, you cauterize that. So that one is down. Okay.
The one in front of me is out, right?
Yep.
Um,
And the other one in front of you just used its reaction against a Hackathon. So if you would like to take a step back, this is the best possible time.
so the one in front of me is gone, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, I want to step over in its place, basically. I'm moving.
Okay.
forward.
That guy off the field. Go for it.
Yeah, there I am.
Okay.
And I can't do anything because it's my bonus action. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Maximus, your turn.
All
They is
right.
all over you.
Yep. It's time for the sword.
Do it.
So, first one's gonna go to this one.
Okay.
That is a 17 plus 7.
That'll hit.
And I'm going to put a Divine Smite level 1 into this, so it's going to be...
Fortunately, you can't. The sword is a magical attack. It is not considered a melee weapon.
Oh,
It's an annoying technicality.
gah!
It is a
How does
technicality.
that work?
Alright,
It's not a physical weapon. It's a magical extension.
it's a melee weapon attack.
Yeah, but this is considered a melee spell attack.
That one's gone. Dice down. Hold on. I gotta find out his replacement. Oh my god. So that is
Doesn't
gonna.
even sound like it's necessary.
That is 12 fire and 14 radiant.
Wow. You hit its HP exactly.
Yes.
It had exactly 36 left. Oh, no, wait. You said 12 fire and 14?
12 and 14, yeah.
Never mind. It has 10 HP left. Almost. It was at 36, not 26.
The heck?
I'm keeping track of like 5 different objects.
I just casually like from the hip just aim my pistol and kind of take one of those cheap shots.
Alright.
Han shot first.
Yep.
Yeah.
And my second strike is going to be going against the one that keeps screwing with me.
Just won't leave you alone.
21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Ooh, fuck. Okay, so that is 24 altogether.
24. He is cauterized.
Haha.
All right. Is that it for your turn?
I was gonna, because of bonus actions and things, I was gonna be able to do a thing, but I can't because it's not an actual weapon. So I'm good.
All right. Their turn begins, and they have a grappled target. So these 4 are going to use their action to merge. And with you still grappled in the amongst them.
If they're moving through that space like that in front of me, would I get an attack of opportunity?
Not quite. No. They'll merge up to here.
Yeah, because they technically don't move out of the space, right?
Yeah, they're still technically within 5 feet of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I were standing up in front of
It's not considered a movement. This is a specific action in which they are merging together. That guy is done. Give me a second to do some math real quick because I need to re-add up their hit points. I also just realized I forgot there was supposed to be a thing going on this whole time, which hasn't been. So we're not gonna worry about it.
Lair actions.
Okay. All right. As this new super malleable forms, with a nice, delicious-looking creature in its grasp, it is going to use its Psychic Drain attack. Maximus, please make an Intelligence saving throw.
Ooh. Alright. Come on, groggy dice. That is hold on. Using inspiration too, so 15, 21.
All right, so you save for half. 9, 11. There we go. So would be 21. So instead, that is 10 points of psychic damage, and your maximum hit points are reduced by that same amount.
Okay.
This will remain until you finish a long rest. And that is going to be its turn. Hagatha, you just saw these things remerge into a singular entity.
Well. Oh, so that means that fairy fire's out, isn't it?
Actually, the thing is still glowing.
Oh, cool.
And didn't I hit one with the sword? Shouldn't we made a became part of the group? Don't they get a scaredy cat?
Yep. So it is also feared of you until the start of your next turn.
So it's Hagatha's.
Yep, Hagatha's turn.
All right. Bonus action.
Hagatha, you
Ooh,
can grab my backpack and throw it at the mind flare.
grab your what?
Grab my backpack and throw it at the mind flare.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
The oil
thing
bomb.
say- Yeah.
Okay. So,
Wait. Would that be an action?
grabbing that and tossing it, it's a little bit more harder to toss than a grenade. Should be able to do that. Go ahead and make an attack roll with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, because it's not within an easy 20 feet.
Well, yeah.
Well, I have
move up.
room for movement if I can move up a little closer. Like if I go boop, boop, boop. Because I got 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
To make it easier. And I don't have to invoke opportunity because they've all merged.
Yep. Okay. I'll go.
That
That'd
was
be a
it.
straight roll. Go ahead and
5,
toss.
10. Okay. Straight roll.
Have you used the inspiration I gave you?
I don't think so.
Alright, that's
I
a
didn't cross
D8.
it off. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna roll first. It's a 14 on the die. Just for safekeeping, I will do that inspiration just to make sure it's a yeah. 14. So that's an 18 total.
That'll hit. So, as you toss this bomb at him, you see him kind of glance up and you see his hand gently stroke the dragon orb for a moment. Explosion erupts, fire cascades across the room towards this thing. Tendrils begin to burn. There's a massive smell of burning flesh throughout this whole place. And then through the fire, there's a separation. As the magic of the dragon orb's death ward activates. Fire clears from around this mind flare as it just kind of glances at you and then kind of once again lowers its gaze back to the orb and continues transmitting.
Didn't do anything.
It is doing something. All the tentacles around him are burning though, right?
Yes, you get a feeling that he, very, very shortly here, all the power he's draining is about to be cut off.
Okay. So I'm assuming that's gonna take my action.
That is your action to toss this bomb.
Okay. Bonus action. You know what? She's gonna move her tentacle. Let's see. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No. Okay, she's gonna move her tentacle so it's up here with the monster. And she's gonna hit with that.
All right, make your attack roll.
With advantage? Right.
Yes, because he is
The fairy
glowy-glowy.
fire?
Because he is glowy glowy. He be glowy.
13. It's over 13.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And it's a D10 or... No. D8. Yeah, D10. 10 points of cold damage.
Okay. Smacks into him. We are actually going to have to stop there for today.
Ah! What?
It's well past our typical closing time. Finish up next week and possibly transition back over to normal stuff, depending on how quickly you guys get through this. But with that, thank you for having your panic attacks and emotional traumas. Thank you everyone else for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we will see you all next week.
Bye, everybody.
No.
Did I kill it?